Welcome to the Man United stream, hope you're doing well. It's Thursday morning and we've got some huge transfer breaking news. You're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe this. If you are a Man United fan, you better sit down. You better sit down and relax because this news is going to shock you to your core and it concerns a certain future superstar at United. We are absolutely shocked at this news. We're trying to get our heads around this, but this is genuine news. You've probably already clicked on the thumbnail, already know that it concerns Garnacho. Yes, this future superstar at United, who we thought was completely untouchable, might be leaving United. This is breaking news, hot off the press, so sit down, relax, make sure you hit the like button on this video, and if you're not subscribed to the Man United stream channel, what you waiting for? We are the fastest growing Man United fan channel out there, so hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with all the latest Manchester United news and more from one single daily dose. But look, let's jump straight into today's show because there's so much to cover. So much news has come out in the last 24 hours. Shocking news. If you're a Man United fan, this would come a complete surprise to you because it was completely off the charts. I mean, this is off the charts. We had no clue about this. This is crazy news. Now, for weeks, there's been chatter behind closed doors that Ineos will sell one of the young superstars at Man United, either Kobbie Mainoo or Garnacho. There were the reports. These two have been recognised as the golden boys, the superstars, future superstars at United. And you thought, no way would Ineos come in and say, right, we're prepared to sell them. But Ineos are making this massive call. Ineos have made this massive call. And this might come to bite us in the arse in a few years to come. We don't know. Now, what we've also heard is that this decision wasn't solely made by Ineos. In fact, we're being told that even Ruben Amorim sanctioned the move for Garnacho, the sale for Garnacho. Ruben Amorim has met with the board and discussed it and said to them, yes, you can sell Garnacho. I'm not sure if that's true or false. I'm sure later on we will get further reports on this and we'll find out. But right now, this looks like a crazy move. But let's go back. Let's go and look at the timeline and how this move has played out. Okay, so 2 weeks ago, we started getting reports from United that they were willing to listen on offers for all players. And that included Mainoo and Garnacho, two of the future stars at United. Now, then we've, in the last couple of weeks, started hearing news that Rashford and Casemiro deals have stalled. The deals look more difficult to do and United still need money to bring in new players. So these two players not leaving in Marcus Rashford and Casemiro have caused even further problems to United because they need cash flow. They need players to be sold so they can go out there and buy more players, and they've not happened. Rashford clearly is still deciding which club to join, and Casemiro, well, Casemiro's gone missing, hasn't he? We don't know what the hell's going on with Casemiro. Then another very important thing happened. Napoli sold their best player to PSG in Kvaradona. Now, that's just happened in the last week or so. We heard that PSG were in negotiations with him. Napoli have had time to look elsewhere, look at players, and who's their number one target? It is Alejandro Garnacho. That is their number one target, and Antonio Conte wants Garnacho to go and replace their key player in that right wing or left wing position. That is amazing for Napoli, but completely out of the blue for Man United fans. This has torn Man United fans completely 50-50. Some fans are saying, great, let's just get rid of Garnacho, bring in the money and go out there and buy a few players that we need. We can't just have one player that we rely on. And then there's some fans out there who are not happy with this and saying, well, this is our future star. He is a young player at United who we keep. Man United fans have always known that United are a club that develop young players into superstars. We don't sell them when they're young or they're partially developed. We know Garnacho's going to be a superstar. We don't know how good he's going to be, but we do know that he's someone with huge potential and someone who's going to go on to become a top player no matter what happens. So let's jump back into the timeline. So Napoli sold their best player in Kvaradona to PSG, and then they look for replacements and they point out Garnacho as their key number one target that they want. Then we've heard that Napoli have approached Garnacho and have agreed personal terms. This is huge. If that's happened, Garnacho wants to move. Garnacho is open to the move and wants to move to Napoli. He feels that his position in this Ruben Amorim team is not secure. He feels that he's not going to be able to fit into the formation, not going to be able to play the way Ruben Amorim wants, and hence why even he is considering a move away from Man United, and Napoli seems like the best destination for him to go to. This is crazy news, but apparently he has agreed personal terms, and Napoli are now preparing an offer to United in the region of around 60 million. United have, we've heard, want around 70 million. So this is clear. United are not going to sell him. They are happy to accept offers, but they want 70 million. Napoli want to give 60. This is going to be a deal that is going to happen. We know it's going to happen because they're not far apart. They're not far apart in terms of valuation. 60 to 70, it can happen. I'm sure they'll put on some add-ons, some sell-on clauses, and it'll get done. It will get done. But should we let go of one of our key future superstars? This guy he's got massive potential. Next to Kobbie Mainoo, him and Kobbie Mainoo are the two starlets of this team. And that is shocking. That is shocking for Ineos or Ruben Amorim to come in and decide that, right, okay, do you know what? He is good, but I think we can get rid of him. Look, as a United fan, I'm torn. I'm torn because I love keeping hold of young talent and bringing the best out of them. Bringing the best out of them, that's what United do. They've done it for years, that where we've gone out there and developed young players into top superstars. And for us to sell someone before they become superstars, it's a very difficult thing to handle. But saying that, if I'm using my brain as a Man United fan, do I sell Garnacho for a huge profit, or do I just hold on to him? And what if he does flop? What if he doesn't reach his potential? That is the biggest problem we've got at United. What if he doesn't fit into Ruben Amorim's formation and tactics and play style? What if then he's worth nothing? So we might as well cash out on him right now and get the money in and go and get a player that does suit Ruben Amorim's play style and tactics. And then, look, we keep the money. We get the money. It's a difficult one because for years, United haven't profited on any player sales. We've been terrible at selling players. We've sold them at the wrong time. We've held on to players, been stubborn. But what I'm saying is that this might actually be a decent move for Garnacho and Man United. We can take the money and do something else with it. Look, we are desperate for money. We know that. And this is going to be a pure profit move for Man United. It'll be a huge transfer and it'll bring in a cash injection that we need to go out there and buy other players. Let me know in the comments below. This is a huge debate going on right now. In the last 24 hours, it's been causing havoc amongst Man United fans. Some fans are completely on the side of keeping Garnacho, saying absolutely not, we do not sell our young talent ever. And then there's some fans saying, well, let him go, bring in the money, let's make some profit and then go out there and buy somebody else. What was interesting was Ruben Amorim's press conference last night, his pre-match press conference before today's game against Southampton in the Premier League, and he was asked the direct question on Garnacho and how he fit into his team and what his future was like. And Ruben Amorim was honest. He was honest, saying, look, yeah, he's working hard. Does he fit into the way we're playing right now? No, he doesn't, but he has to work at it and he might be able to do that. But it was telling. It was telling. Ruben Amorim's demeanour, the way he responded to the question, you could tell something was off. You could tell, even though Ruben Amorim's very good at hiding everything, you could tell something was off, and Garnacho could be on his way out. I've no doubt. I think we've reached this stage where we've had personal terms agreed and we're looking at the valuation, and the valuation isn't far off between the two sides. I suspect that this is a done deal. I think in the next couple of days we're going to get breaking news that Garnacho has decided to join Napoli. and United have decided to let him go. Whether you're happy with this news or not, I'm not quite sure. I'm 50-50. Like I said, I mean, a week or two ago, I was absolutely fuming at the proposal that United might actually be willing to listen to offers for Kobbie Mainoo and Garnacho. I was thinking absolutely not. And I came out, firing all cylinders. I came out doing a video saying, I did a show actually saying, look, we're not selling our young players. But over time now, with the fact that Rashford's deal stalled, Casemiro's deal stalled, and we're not selling anybody else, and we haven't brought anybody else in, and we have got serious problems in this team. We are lying 15th in the Premier League, and we need to sort this out. And I genuinely trust the manager. I can see massive changes in this team. In a short time of him being here, Ruben Amorim, I definitely see that he's making improvements to the mentality and the play style, and I just trust him. I trust him. So if he's come in and feels like he can get rid of Garnacho and he can do without him, then why not? Let's trust him. Potential is great. We've got loads of players in the past we've seen who've had a great potential, but not everyone reaches that potential, right? So Garnacho could be absolutely brilliant right now, but there could be a couple of things that could destroy his career. One is injury, and number two is just his commitment to playing football. We've seen Marcus Rashford go from hero to zero in a few years. So this could happen to anybody and any player. So right now I'm thinking, let's cash out on him. You might disagree with that. Let me know why you disagree. And then, look, I'm using my brain this time. I'm using my brain. I'm trying to stop my heart from taking over. I'm using my brain thinking, look, let's cash out on him and let's use that money elsewhere, bring in a few other players. This is the process of building a team. That's the harsh reality of it. We've got to sell players to bring in other players. And if that's Garnacho, well, we have to accept it. He might go on to become a world superstar. Argentina and Napoli, the last top Argentinian playing for Napoli, you do know who it was? It was Diego Maradona, right? Okay, so look, Napoli will be buzzing, and Napoli fans will be buzzing at the thought of Garnacho arriving for them. But I think Garnacho in the last couple of months has not been playing well. Let's accept that as United fans. He hasn't been playing well, and I think he might be looking for a new adventure, just like Marcus Rashford. So rather let him go now than him destroying his career and his valuation in the next couple of seasons. Let's not do that. Let's not be silly. Let's cash out on him. I mean, again, you might be thinking, what is this guy on about? What is he on about? What a load of rubbish. If Garnacho was firing all cylinders and was doing well and fit into Ruben Amorim's strategy and tactics and formation, I'd say keep him. I'd definitely say keep him, because I'm all for young players. That's what my motto is. I want to see more young players at United, and Ruben Amorim is an expert at bringing in academy players, youngsters, and making them into superstars. So even if he's saying that yes, Garnacho can be sold, there must be an underlying reason for it, and I'm just going to trust the manager if that's the case. If it's not the case and he's been forced to sell Garnacho, well, then that's another story. Then I'm completely against the move, and I'm completely against Ineos coming in and doing these kind of maneuvers, and that will not bode well for Ineos. I mean, even now I think lots of fans are going to be after Ineos if they go and sell Garnacho, so it's a give and take. We're going to have to wait and see what happens in the transfer market. There's of course other transfers going on right now, but United have not done anything. United haven't done anything in this transfer window. We're really not making any moves, and I think the reason why we're not making any moves is because we haven't got the funds, and Ineos are not willing to put any further funds into the club as well. And I don't think, even if they did put any funds in, I don't think it works. Even though we did break the news yesterday that Sir Jim Ratcliffe has put in £80 million into Man United in buying shares. He's put in 80 million. That was yesterday. So we're not quite sure what that money is for, but we're hoping that it was for a huge transfer. Who knows? Make sure you hit the like button on this video. Make sure you subscribe. You were watching the Man United Stream channel by the fans for the fans.